You know that we knock 'em down. Yeah, we know we knock 'em down. You know we knock 'em down.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk. Colossal Boxing Talk is associated with Three Kings Boxing under the movement umbrella, and I am back with another video. Jeff Horn suffers camp setback for his fight with Crawford after Ray Robinson was knocked out by Yordenis Ugas last weekend. Obviously, Horn was going to use Ray Robinson as his chief sparring partner in preparation for Terrence Bud Crawford. Robinson has a similar style to Crawford, and he's a big guy, big rangy guy. I think he's taller than Crawford. And he was going to come in and give Horn some good work, but now that he had suffered a knockout loss, that puts everything up in air. According to the trainer of Jeff Horn has had trouble, securing opponents or securing sparring partners that have a similar fighting style to Terrence Crawford. They still have a few guys they're looking at, but Ray Robinson was going to be the chief sparring partner in preparation for this fight. So it seems like it's putting Jeff Horn even more at a disadvantage than he already was, because the skill discrepancy between the two is enormous. We know that Terrence Crawford, if not considered the top pound for pound fighter in the world, he's definitely top three, and he's expected to dominate Jeff Horn when they get in the ring April 14th on ESPN live from Las Vegas. But this is what Jeff Horn's trainer had to say. Now that he has lost that fight, that has certainly thrown a spanner in the works. I am just weighing up all the options, but I'm trying to find the best I can. But there's not a lot of southpaws. There's not all that many that are right up there in quality. We had all agreed to wait and see how Robinson came through this fight, and we will go from there. He didn't fight really well at all. You have to say, where's his head at? You don't want a fighter to come out here and their head is in the wrong place. They're still looking at their wounds, and they're not very motivated. If he had won, he would have been very motivated. I believe he would have gone to number two ranking if he had won. Then we would have a different ball game. A guy highly motivated to become world champion. His only losses were to Sean Porter, and then an early one in his career. So very credible losses. His form read beautifully. I think he was the last guy to beat Terrence Crawford actually when they were in the amateurs a long time ago. He had all the right form and very, very similar style. Now I'm scouring the world looking for who I can get. It is tough. There are not a lot of guys who move exactly like Crawford. You have to try to find someone as talented as he is and on the way up. There are a couple I'm looking at, but I don't want to name names yet because I haven't spoken with them yet. So, I don't really know where they're gonna go from here. You always want to get a guy that's similar to your current opponent in preparation for that opponent to give you the best look and the best imitation possible to get you prepared for different things that your opponent is going to bring to the ring come fight night. And Terrence Crawford is a very versatile fighter. He's a switch hitter. He can fight out of the southpaw stance or the orthodox stance. Has solid power, very good boxing skills, and he's just a tremendous fighter. And Jeff Horn knows he needs to have top quality sparring in preparation for this fight to get accustomed to the fight style that Terrence Crawford will be bringing come fight night. Although Terrence Crawford could switch it up, but it remains to be seen if this will really affect Jeff Horn's training camp. I don't think it would have either way, whether Ray Robinson won and was able to continue on and be his chief sparring partner, or how would happen he lost. I don't know if he could still be his partner, his trainer, his sparring partner for this fight, because Rushton, the trainer of Jeff Horn, is saying, he makes some valid points. You don't want to get Ray Robinson in there who's depressed and down off of losing the fight, in which he would have been the number one contender and mandatory for the IBF welterweight champion Errol Spence, and could have been looking at a big fight, later this year. So I don't blame him for pulling the plug on that, because you don't want to get a guy that's not going to be able to give you good, solid work, because he's not focused, he's down after suffering defeat. So you got to look elsewhere to get the next best available guy. But if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Drop those comments in the comment section below. Turn those notifications on to get notified every time I upload content. Head over to Facebook, smack that like button on the Colossal Boxing Talk Facebook page. Follow me on Twitter at Colossal CBT. Shout out to everybody in the movement that's moving with us. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.